One of the things that I've talked about a lot when it comes to modifying a bike is handlebars and risers. Yes, the aesthetic is pretty important to me. More important is how you fit on the bike. This bike is my wife's. I had purchased these bars and risers right after I bought the bike, and I thought I was building this bike for me. So I bought 8-inch straight Thrashin risers. They're mid-bend bars in stainless steel. I really like this setup. It looks really cool. Doesn't fit her very well. She's a bit shorter. What I'm gonna try next is, well, if you add these two up, the bars and the risers, 12 inches. So, 8 inches with 4 inches of rise on these mid-bends. I bought her a set of Thrashin 6.5s with pullback, and then the high bend bars. The high bend bars are 5.5 inches of rise. So still comes out to 12 inches, but it'll be further back towards her, and I can adjust those bars to come back towards her a little bit better. And we're gonna try to get her fitted so that when she rides this bike, doesn't hurt. She says it makes her neck sore. So that's not good. So we're gonna try to fix that up, get her to where she likes this better. These are the risers. You can tell that, hopefully from a distance, I'll get a better shot up close, that they are considerably shorter, and they do have a kickback to them. These bars have a higher rise. So if I do have to lean them back a little bit, they will come back towards her a little more. The combination of this coming back towards her and the bar possibly being leaned back towards her, I think is gonna fix her problem. Won't be the worst thing in the world. I'll have an extra set of Thrashin bars and risers around for something else I'm sure that I'm working on. You guys can kind of see that with the bar and riser setup that I put on there, her arms are very straight and her back is kind of leaned forward a little bit. So she is having to reach a little too much. We went on a short ride a little while ago because Brady's FXR didn't make it very far, and that's still that little short ride, which was probably only 20 miles. We went out a ways, the FXR gave up, so we had to come back and get a trailer. But in that short ride, it did make her neck sore. We're gonna try to fix that today and make it so that she can ride this cool bike and be comfortable. Little strategy that I like to use when I'm taking these risers on and off, put the top cap back on. As you're pulling these big bolts out from the bottom, these things are going to want to spin. Got them hooked together, doesn't do it. And as you're installing the new ones, you put the top cap on while you're putting them in, they're set where they're supposed to be. Most people would think of that, but just a little tip.
And here is the difference in the risers that we're talking about. You've got an 8-inch straight Thrashin riser by a 6.5 with the pullback. So the pullback is going to get these bars closer to Jennifer, and then with the higher, taller handlebar, she will have her hands in about the same place relative to the triple tree as far as how high. They'll be 12 inches, but I'll be able to pull them back further towards her. This will show you the different heights on the two bars. This is the mid bend in stainless steel, and that is the Thrashin high bend in black. I couldn't get the stainless steel, so it'll look rad with black too. We're getting there. We're going to go over a little Harley nerd stuff here. One of the reasons I really like brushed stainless steel exhaust is because you can fix things like this relatively easy. My wife has a tendency over here, she hits her heel a little bit when she's riding, but mostly she hits her heel. She's got her foot down, bike's hot, she goes to take off, her foot comes up. Anyway, the reason I don't get too fired up, not that hard to fix. Pair of scissors, red Scotch-Brite. You could use a green Scotch-Brite. I suppose you could probably even, a lot of people don't have these at home. I always have these around ever since I was a body guy. Auto body. Not like bodybuilder. You could probably use those ones you have at home. Have the orange sponge on the one side and the green on the other side. That would probably work fine too. I usually use just some, make sure it's not hot. Don't do this when it's hot. These things are basically plastic. They will melt to a hot pipe. Don't do that. Don't use a microfiber to wipe down your pipe when they're hot. We see that all the time. Leaves this awesome little pattern of almost looks like mesh because microfibers are made of plastic. Apparently a lot of people don't know that. Try to wipe down a hot pipe, things go south. Anywho, once again, Scotch-Brite, cold pipe, glass cleaner. You can spray it on here. You can spray it on here. It doesn't matter. Most of these things have it's kind of like you've never done any woodworking. You want to go with the grade. You can see what direction they have brushed these in, and it just takes right off. Now, it also takes that cool little goldish color off the pipe. It's going to look silver again, just like it was when it was. Next time you go riding, it will become that bronze color again, you know, from the heat. So you're all good. And this works too, even if it's not your foot. I have gotten stuff, the plastic bags from the grocery store. I was riding through Sturgis one time on a chopper, bag flew up, wow, stuck to it. Now that one was pretty gnarly. That was probably, you didn't want to start with one of these. I ended up pulling the heat shields off, getting them away from the bike once it cooled down. Put Easy Off oven cleaner on them, put it in a plastic bag to kind of let it, say, percolate, and pulled it out, cleaned it off, it was all gone. So yeah, that works pretty well. But as you can see, without a whole lot of effort, got those root marks off there. Got a couple little more I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some up here. You get the general gist. You don't need to see me rubbing my Scotch-Brite on there. All right, so here we go. You can see what that did, you know? I know I shut the camera off. The elapsed time on that couldn't have been more than 5-10 minutes. So not bad at all. Like I said, always try to go in the direction that you can tell the scratches when they brushed it went, and you should be fine. And it will turn, you know, back to the purpley colors in here and get all the bronze on it the next time she rides it. And there will probably be boot marks right in that general area there. So yeah, all good.
All right, so we got Jen back. She's going to check out her new bars and risers. They're more pulled back to her. I think probably about 2 inches with this setup that we did. And her arms got a little more bend to them now. She was pretty straight, and just got to get her out riding it, see what she thinks. But we also got her a different seat. We've been waiting for another Saddlemen seat that's got Thrashin's name on it, but she really wanted it because the guys from Thrashin asked to have the foam curved a little more, and so we're going to try that too and see what she thinks. So we'll get it down from here. She can put her feet down and see if she feels more comfortable, like when she's sitting at a stoplight or something like that. So that'll be our next thing. All right, so here's the seat she currently had, which is just your regular Saddlemen step up. You can see that she kind of is doing the little tippy toe thing a bit, you know, but she's not too bad. I think this new Thrashin seat is probably going to help her out. So let's see what that does. All right, so here she is with her new Thrashin seat. Her legs are a bit straighter going down. Front of it's a little thinner, and I think with the tuck and roll, when she starts riding, what I've noticed with my tuck and roll Saddlemen seat is it seems like that goes kind of on top of the foam that was already there. So I think it's going to push her butt forward a little bit more, and now we got the bars coming back towards her. Legs go to the ground better, and it looks pretty cool, but mostly we're trying to do it for fitment. So looks like this is going to work out.